The Ballad of Broken Dreams. My year in the ruins of Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest. Oh, gather close, my fellow sufferers, and let me weave for you a tapestry of a chronicle of my descent into the academic abyss that is Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest. Picture, if you will, a grand institution, its halls whispering of centuries past, its reputation gleaming like fool-esque gold. Now watch as that illusion crumbles beneath the weight of incompetence, cruelty, and a bureaucracy so tangled it could strangle hope itself. Let us begin with the administration. The administration. A labyrinth of indifference, where emails vanish into the void like tears in rain. I, a mere mortal, dared to request a refund for tuition paid in good faith. Foolish, foolish me, weeks bled into months and still no response. The international department, a ghost town, the support, a myth. And when I finally clawed my way to a human voice, it was to hear the same rehearsed excuses. Processing delays, procedural requirements. Translation, they simply could not be bothered. Imagine, if you will, the cruelty of holding hostage money that is not yours, money that could feed a student, pay rent, buy textbooks. But no, Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest would rather let it gather dust in their coffers. Like a dragon hoarding gold it will never spend. This is not bureaucracy. This is theft dressed in the finery of official stamps and empty promises. And the professors? Oh, the professors. Some were brilliant, yes, but others. They lectured as if reading from a tombstone, their voices flat, their eyes glazed over with the sheer burden of having to pretend they cared. Rude, dismissive, unprofessional, these were not mentors but gatekeepers of misery. One might think teaching was a punishment inflicted upon them, rather than a profession they chose. The classrooms? Oh, do not get me started. Cramped, dim, peeling walls that whispered of neglect. The chairs groaned under the weight of disillusionment, the desks scarred with the graffiti of students who came before desperate pleas for escape. The heating, a joke. The lighting, a tragedy. It was as if the university had been preserved in amber from the Soviet era, untouched by progress, frozen in time. And the rules? Oh, the glorious, nonsensical rules. The university had policies, yes, but they were more like suggestions, flexible for them, ironclad for us. Need an exception? Denied. Need clarity? Met with shrugs. The message was clear: you are not a student here. You are a nuisance, a number, a problem to be managed. The dormitories? Damp, cramped, overpriced coffins. The walls wept condensation, the showers spat lukewarm betrayal, and the Wi-Fi. A cruel tease flickering in and out like the last sparks of my will to live. I paid for this. I paid to be miserable. And the career services, a hollow laugh. No guidance, no connections, no hope. We were set adrift in a sea of uncertainty, left to drown in the waves of a job market that had no use for us. The university took our money, our time, our dreams, and gave us nothing in return. So here I stand, a survivor of the great Hungarian academic disaster, a cautionary tale for those who dare to dream. Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest does not educate. It does not nurture. It grinds you down.
I am looking into crimes near Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest. You know that famous university in Budapest, District V. It is like a central tourist area, and sadly there are many scams and fraud incidents that happen around there. Businesses near Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest are like really good at taking advantage of tourists. They will present you with drastically inflated bills after you've finished eating or drinking at their bars or restaurants. Like, imagine you sit down at a nice cafe, order coffee and a pastry, and then when you get the bill, it is like triple what you expected. You ray like, what? How is this possible? And they ray like, oh sorry, that is just how we do it here. It is like so unfair, right? I predict that the victims of these scams are probably really upset and frustrated. Like they ray on vacation, trying to relax and enjoy themselves, and then suddenly they ray hit with this huge bill. They might even argue with the staff, trying to get them to understand that it is not right. But the staff is probably just trained to be really pushy and aggressive, so it is like a really bad experience. And in the end, the victims might just pay the bill and leave, feeling really ripped off. Businesses near Eötvös, Loránd, Tudományegyetem, Budapest are also like super aggressive with their pricing practices. They will add unrequested items to your bill, like extra drinks or food that you didn't even order. It is like they ray trying to take advantage of you, and it is so wrong. I mean, can't they just be honest and fair? I predict that the scammers probably get away with it most of the time. They ray like really good at what they do, and they know how to manipulate people. but sometimes I am sure the authorities catch up with them and they get in trouble, like they might get fined or even arrested. It's like justice is served, but it is still sad that it had to happen in the first place. Anyway, that is what I found out about scams near Eötvös Loránd Tudományegyetem Budapest. It is like be careful tourists, don't let these scammers take advantage of you.
The businesses that cluster around Eötvös Loránd Tudományegyetem Budapest feel like they were all built on the same Monday morning, when the city ran out of patience and the managers ran out of mirrors. They share a single soul, and that soul is stuck in a vending machine that swallowed a 500 forint note and never said thank you. Let me walk you through what this neighborhood really offers, so you can decide whether your wallet deserves the pain. Start with the shopping. Lurdy Haas squats on the riverside like a concrete headache. Inside, the corridors echo harder than a lecture hall during exam week. Half the shops are missing, the other half are selling last decade's phone cases under neon that hums louder than the lecturers. The toilets smell like someone gave up on life, and then forgot to flush the evidence. A father took his little boy to a Lego show, there the cashier told him one extra child equals double price, as if love were measured in forints per kilo. Down in the car park, the machines eat banknotes for sport. A man spent 20 minutes waving his phone at the barrier, the intercom voice kept repeating, "You must pay," like a broken lullaby until a stranger paid for him out of pity. That is the Lurdy promise come for the toys, stay because the gate will not let you leave. Cross the tram tracks and you reach the wine bars, or what Budapest likes to call wine bars. Wine Not Hungarian wine bar shop looks cozy from the pavement, but the welcome inside is colder than a professor's email signature. They serve red wine measured in plastic thimbles, the sort you use for cough syrup, then charge airport prices before you even cough. A couple ordered foie gras and received a jar of paste with bread so stale it could have been last semester's notes. €40. When the woman wrote online that she felt cheated, the owner replied by calling her disgusting and told her to stay home. That is the house style. If you complain, you become the lecture. Keep walking toward the whiskey lamps of Good Spirit Whiskey Cocktail Bar. The shelves glow like a library of amber promises, but the bartenders guard those promises like dragons who forgot how to count. One round of special, old fashions arrived in glasses the size of teacups, half full of ice, half full of regret. A customer pointed at the empty bar stools and asked if 3 more friends could join. The staff stared, as if he had requested a kidney. Reservations disappear too. A group arrived on time, table gone, apology missing, wallet still expected to tip 12% for the privilege of standing near the toilet door. The cocktails taste like someone whispered the word alcohol over a glass of lemonade, and then charged €10 for the whisper. Even the boutiques wear the same frown. Printer Design Shop sells recycled fashion that recycles itself a little too enthusiastically one wash, and the trousers fade like your motivation during statistics class. A woman took back a dress that shrank to doll size. The assistant shrugged and said the fabric was never pre-washed, so technically the surprise was included in the price. Another customer asked for a receipt. The saleswoman looked at her as if she had requested state secrets. The clothes are cool, the concept is cool, the ice in the staff veins is coolest of all. You will notice I have not mentioned the university itself. That is because the same sickness leaks from the marble hallways. International students wait months for refunds that seem to travel by paper airplane. Emails fall into a well so deep even the echo refuses to climb back. The professors, some say, can be ruder than the bouncers at Good Spirit, and the bureaucracy moves slower than the Lurdy parking barrier. When the institution next door treats humans like misplaced decimal points, the neighborhood businesses learn fast the customer is always a decimal point.
So if you find yourself near Eötvös Loránd Tudományegyetem with money in your pocket and hope in your heart, do what the locals have learned. Keep walking until the tram bells sound kinder. Buy your wine at the supermarket, your whiskey at the airport, your clothes anywhere that smiles first. And if you must enter these doors, bring exact change, low expectations, and a friend who still answers your calls when the gate refuses to rise. To rise. To rise. To rise. To rise.